was a man of vision. In the wide horizons of his mind, he saw the stirring future of the West. After viewing the rich rolling land that sweeps majestically up to the Great Wall of the Rocky Mountains, he advised, "Go west, young man, and grow up with the country." But he did more than advise. He organized the famous Union colony that came west to found the now thriving town of Greeley, Colorado. The rich farmland nearby produced abundant crops. The clear sunlit days, the pleasant weather, the beautiful landscape attracted hundreds of new settlers every year, and other towns sprang up in the area. Since Horace Greeley, many men of vision have followed, who promoted and developed the area with such success that today a great bustling city of Denver has blossomed in the shadow of the Rockies. Like many growing crowded cities, Denver is reaching out to form suburbs for pleasant, wholesome living. Some new developments repeat the mistakes of the past. Remember, some of the slum areas of today were the suburban hopes of yesterday. Why not meet the challenge of a growing area by building a whole new city from scratch like Horace Greeley did? A modern dream city for 30,000 people, where everything is carefully planned from the beginning, with parks and recreational areas, schools, churches, shopping centers, and broad curving streets for delightful residential living. Why not do it all right from the beginning? These were the questions that turned over and over in the mind of Bal Swan, president of Empire Savings Building and Loan Association of Denver. These were the questions he placed before K.C. Enzer, president of Enzer Construction Company. Before Axel Nielsen, president of Title Guarantee Company. Before Roger D. Knight, president of the United States National Bank. Before John J. Sullivan, president of Bosworth, Sullivan and Company. And this is the group of successful men who had the imagination and the courage to say, why not? Let's do it. And that's how it all started back in 1953. First, they searched until an ideal site was located. A site with thrilling vistas, with clear, clean air, where the great outdoors, the sunshine and blue skies could be a part of daily living. And they found it less than 30 miles from Horace Greeley's town. It is located at a natural crossroads where U.S. Highway 87 joins the 4-lane Denver-Boulder Turnpike and is just 17 minutes from the busy, bustling heart of Denver. From Broomfield Heights, highways lead off in all directions. Just a few miles away is the University of Colorado at Boulder, the home of Big 7 football. Only a few minutes away from Broomfield Heights are the great recreational areas of Colorado, where forests of spruce and pine provide an ideal hideaway for a family picnic. Where sparkling streams rush down from towering mountains, and a man can cast a fly in fast water and tempt the wily trout. The scenic splendor of Rocky Mountain National Park is but minutes away, providing all types of outdoor recreation. Camping, riding, sailing. Even in the wintertime, the joy of outdoor fun is conveniently near. Soon the detailed planning for Broomfield Heights was underway in earnest. A firm of experienced city planners was retained to make the dream city as perfect as men can conceive. Streets were laid out in arcs and curves to conform to the natural landscape, providing pleasant vistas for every home. Principal street arteries were planned to carry traffic easily and quickly to and from a smart, modern shopping center. The size and kind of stores and buildings were determined by extensive survey and study. Convenience goods and a full line of merchandise will be available along with medical clinics, doctors and dentist offices, and a bank. 4 square feet of off-street parking will match every square foot of retail shopping floor space. Large tracts of choice land are dedicated for schools and parks. Sites are provided for churches, police, and firehouse construction. Water is a vital consideration for western cities, and Broomfield Heights has plenty of water. Great Western Reservoir was purchased and increased in size. It has a reserve of enough to supply more than 30,000 people for a year and a half, if never another drop were added. This great reservoir is constantly fed by the pure, clear water of mountain streams. Water rights on Coal Creek and Clear Creek assure a bountiful supply for the entire development for years and years to come. Soon the prairie sod was trenched to hold 16-inch mains carrying water from the reservoir to a modern filter plant. A 750,000-gallon tank stands on the crest of a hill overlooking the site. The reservoir and facilities will all be mutually owned by the homeowners of Broomfield Heights. Each will have a share of one of the finest water systems in Colorado. A modern, mutually owned sewage disposal plant will handle all the future needs of the city. Then, over the rich farmland that recently grew the golden wheat and knew the sound of harvest in late summer, over this lush, fertile land that only yesterday felt the tug of cattle grazing in the meadow, over these gently rolling hills came an army of men with modern tools. Mechanical monsters shoveled out the solid soil. Then water mains were lowered to carry the lifeblood of the city. Streets that were but marks on paper became reality. Curbs, gutters, sidewalks took shape as if by magic. Paving crews spread a modern carpet to welcome the traffic of future citizens. Fire plugs stood at corners, and across the fields marched poles and lines to carry electricity and communications. A master landscape plan has etched the earth to make Broomfield Heights a beautiful as well as a convenient and practical community. $2.5 million were spent before a single home was built. And And then the builders came. A dozen contractors broke the sod to lay foundations for new homes. Broomfield Heights will be a city of brick or masonry with wood used for decoration. By July of 1955, the walls of 40 homes made new patterns against the sky. On an historic day, the 21st of August, the town was born. 25,000 people came to see the beginning of the plan come true. 40 completed homes were on display. All through the year, the builders worked raising new homes of solid construction, building homes of beauty. In the spring of 1956, the lawns were green. 100 new families had pioneered and found a realization for their dreams. By 1960, 30,000 people will live in Broomfield Heights, making it the 5th largest city in Colorado. Thanks to the vision and courage of the developers, to the skill and experience of the city planners, the residents of Broomfield Heights will live in one of America's most perfect communities. They will enjoy the benefits of an ample water supply. They will have all the facilities of modern city living: gas, electricity, and telephone services. They will experience the convenience of an ideal shopping center with plenty of parking space. A few minutes' drive will bring them home from work in Denver to enjoy their spacious home sites, keyed to the freedom of country living. Children will attend modern schools, ideally located in landscaped areas conveniently near their homes. After school, the kids can play in parks and playgrounds, growing strong in the country sunshine. And nearby, the great playground of the Rockies beckons the pleasure seeker with healthful outdoor fun. Every day at Broomfield Heights, the masons lay their brick, the carpenters drive their nails. Every day, new doors of opportunity open for everyone. Opportunities for a new kind of life with broad horizons and spacious, healthful, exciting living.